2017 was undoubtedly one of the best years gamers have ever had. Whether you're console or PC, 2017 brought with it an abundance of higher tier games for you to choose from. With so many games and so little time, it was inevitable that some were not going to make it into my library. As you all rightly pointed out in my top 10 Game of the Year video, there were some very notable absences, and that's almost definitely because I didn't play them. So what follows is my personal list of the top 5 games of 2017 that I, sadly, haven't got to play yet. I'll start with this one as I don't have much to say about it, as I've desperately been trying to avoid spoilers. Finding Paradise is the sequel to the Moon, one of the greatest story-driven games I've ever played, and it's been a long 6-year wait for this game to drop. Thematically, it appears to be very similar to the Moon. The story continues with Dr. Eva Rosaline and Neil Watts as they help to fulfill a wish for Colin Reeds, who is now a bedridden old man. And that's literally all I know, and until I play it, that's all I want to know. I'm expecting the same emotional engrossing story developer Kangao has become known for, and I'm also expecting to shed a few tears before the game's conclusion. Having been released very late in the year, this game unfortunately is on a waiting list. This might be a cheat answer, as though I haven't played the game myself, I watched my cousin and dear friend Owen play through the entire thing in PlayStation VR. It was a fantastic experience being able to see on the TV exactly what he was seeing with his own eyes, but I do want to get stuck into this myself at some point. It's a widely accepted fact that Resident Evil has kind of lost its way since Resident Evil 4. Even though that game changed up the fixed perspective camera of the originals to a over-the-shoulder affair, it still retained the atmosphere and tension of those early games, something Resi 5 and 6 seems to have forgotten. Resident Evil 7 once again changes up the formula to a first-person perspective, but importantly it recaptures that feeling of dread and anticipation. Being constantly low on ammo and tiptoeing around a house almost as well designed as the Spencer Mansion from the first game says to me that the developer completely understands what made Resident Evil so good in the first place, and I felt all this just by watching the game. I can't wait to give this a go myself. Thimbleweed Park is a traditional point-and-click adventure game from the genius mind of Ron Gilbert, the man who helped pioneer the genre of games such as Maniac Mansion and the first 2 Monkey Island games. After a mixed reception to his more modern take on the genre in The Cave, it seems Thimbleweed Park is taking the genre back to its roots, not only in gameplay terms, but also in the art style, which looks like it came straight out of 1987. Thimbleweed Park puts you in the role of 5 different characters in the titular town that you can swap between on the fly as they try to solve a recent murder, and again, from wanting to avoid spoilers, that's all I know. The game has received positive reviews from critics and consumers alike, and I really hope I can make some time to play this one very soon. Now, I'm a huge fan of Matt Parker and Trey Stone, their movies, the Broadway show, and of course South Park. Stick of Truth was a fantastic adaptation of the show in both looks and comedic tone, and whilst the combat was a bit shallow, I thought it was a great romp through the chaotic town. Fractured But Whole then was very high on my anticipation list, but after release consumers seem to have come to a consensus that whilst the new grid-based battle system was a notable improvement of the turn-based approach from the original, the writing wasn't as sharp, wasn't as funny, and the game length made the experience overstay its welcome. I still want to play this game, but honestly the characters and comedy are the reason to play Stick of Truth. In any other year I would have played this game regardless, but in 2017 with so many fantastic games to play, this lukewarm reception from fans made this an unfortunate but easy game to put aside. Just looking at a video of Cuphead is explanation enough as to why I want to play this, but what's harder to explain is why have I put this off? And honestly, I don't know. The 1940s art style is obviously gorgeous, the brutal difficulty is right up my alley, and there's really no excuse. The only thing I can think of is if I play it then it's over. The game has had such a long development cycle with countless delays and many changes to its core gameplay, and the hype was so unreal for me that now it's here I just can't bring myself to play. As I read the script back, it seems so ridiculous that hype could even have this effect on me, but the time is now. The reviews are phenomenal, streaming sites on YouTube are dominated by this game, and I want in. As soon as I get myself out of this damn hotel and back to civilian life, Cuphead is going to be the very first game I play. Thanks again for watching this video. As always, it really is super appreciated. There's some other games I haven't played, most notably Divinity Original Sin 2, but that's an easy one to explain. I just don't have the time, as simple as that. The game is so huge, but again, it's on my to-do list, and I do hope I get to spend at least a little time with it. So, what games did you miss last year? You must have missed some. So, the ones you missed, are they gone forever, or are you hoping to squeeze them into 2018 somewhere? Let me know in the comments, give us a cheeky subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra.